Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Rebels will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Gives it on the option. Creates a little space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Longhorns are on the move. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Butler. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Here comes the Texas offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Rushes on him. Moves around to clear up the vision. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Longhorns will go for it here on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jamison. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to go up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Sweet cut there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker.
Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Got it in the middle. It's Rutkin. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field is Simmons. Got a man, it's Jamison. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. That's caught. It's Watkins. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Red pass, it's complete.
And watch the offensive line here. They're all blocking run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Makes the catch. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He got it loose. Down at the 32. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Steps away to find some room. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on third down.
And it's a little bit of a cat and mouse game there. Nice job by the defense dialing up the perfect coverage, taking all the downfield throws away on third and long in the red zone. So nice job by the QB. You got to throw that one away. You just got to eat it. You know you have an opportunity still at
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give on the inside. Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
With the catch, it's Butler. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what you talk about in defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense
breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest down.
A shot toward the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Might be looking to run. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Direct snap. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They kick it away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big... The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Texas.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
on the ground. It's Butler. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
The Longhorns will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff from the shotgun. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yard.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Uncorks one to the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to away and get a W.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 3rd and long. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.